I'm super stoked to be getting started today, guys. This is probably gonna be a little bit of a longer one. Okay, so to kind of premise this video or this live today, I'm gonna be going over the recruiting funnel. Now, I'm in Steve Larsen's. Well, me and Steve Larsen are like working together on it. So I've actually been like just going through his funnel. Essentially, he built the funnel. We both, put people underneath us through his funnel. So I've never actually built my own because I didn't really need it myself. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna build out my own so that I can actually start getting my own leads too, and building different legs and teams and it's we're all under Steve, but so I figured I'd build it out, and I'm going to do it live right here in front of you guys. I want to go over as much as I can. So seriously, any questions you have, just feel free to drop them in there in the comments so we can kind of make sure I'm covering everything that you need. And then obviously for when this is a replay or when this is just here, or just the video itself, obviously you can come to Hack MLM, the Facebook group Hack MLM, and check it out there. Or ask questions, whatever questions you have right there. Drop them just down in the, make a post right in the group. You'll be good. All right, so I'm going to mix up a little bit of ketones first. Hashtag live. Man, how come oh, what's up, Dan? Dude, you see my message I sent to you earlier? I wanted to make sure I was good to drop some code for everybody. So Dan is the man when it comes to code. Hashtag live. Sweet. All right, mixing up some, this is my favorite flavor, the Holy Grail. If you can see that. Yeah. It's probably not, a lot of people don't like it. I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. It's like a caramel citrus. It's really weird, but the first time I had it, I was kind of like, I don't know. That's a little weird, and then I obviously I bought a box of it, so I was like, well, I'll try it out again, and pretty soon I was like, this stuff is amazing. So I don't know if you guys know Steve and Stephanie Milky. I was talking to Steve when we were at the Prove It event, and Steve Milky, and I'm like, dude, when are you gonna start selling like the Holy Grail again? Like, you guys took it down. He's like, you like that? I'm like, dude, it's like my favorite one. Oh yeah, dude, I think so Dan, I totally just copied it over, but I guess I copied it. I asked you the question if you're good giving it to people, or if you were going to give it to people, just to make sure that you're okay if I kind of put it in here and show people what it is. And obviously I'm going to show them a lot about you because you fill in a lot of the blanks. I'll show Dan Havey in here a bit. He definitely fills in a lot of the blanks. And I'll be showing you a little bit of his course too, going through some of that stuff so you guys can see what he's got there, for you. Dan, are you going to charge for that? I don't remember if you charge for that or not. I know I have access to it. I don't know if you charge for it. Just saying. Because people are going to be wanting to check it out. Yeah, for sure. Once they see the videos and this stuff. So, anyway, so Steve Milky, I was like, bro, when are you going to get Holy Grail back? And he's like, I don't know if we're coming back out with it soon. So he sent me like a box. I was like, dude, that's awesome. Cool stuff, guys. It's definitely a very unique flavor. Okay, let me show you a little bit something here. I'm going to switch screens. I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is Mr. Steve Larsen's auto recruiting funnel. This is essentially what it looks like on paper. You can kind of see there's a whole lot to it. I will say I'm not going to be going through the email part of it today. Grant, you like the strawberry lemonade? That one is good. That's probably the most flavorful one out there. It's got like the biggest punch. I like it a lot. So let's see here. And see, free, there will be paid upgrades. Okay, so if you guys aren't a member of CF Ninja Hacks yet, or cfninjahacks.com or quickstartblueprint.com, I would definitely go get in there before he starts paying or charging money for it. So I wonder if I can you guys see, man, I haven't used Ecamm Live too much. Oh, look at that. I don't even know you could do this. This is cool. Maybe you like can't see the whole thing though. I'm gonna go back. I was hoping you could have my small one. Oh, is that it? Can you guys see me? I was hoping to have like a small version down in there. So I'm gonna go through a little bit of this, kind of show it. I'm not gonna go through the email part of it. That is, I mean, there's so many different email providers you can do. Dan's probably, I guarantee he's probably got something for you in there that you can talk about the email with. Here we go. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is essentially what the funnel looks like here. So we're gonna go through a bit, and honestly, guys, like I'll tell you, a lot of people are gonna get hung up right here when you get to. Let's actually just do this. Yeah. So a lot of people are gonna get hung up on this spot here. Let's make that a little smaller. Like the testimonials, all that part there. This is actually, this part right here is actually pretty sweet because you're essentially going to get all that. You don't really need to do too much to it. Let's see here. And then the need more proof. That is actually, Dan has some stuff on that. This is a little bit of an old one. I think he took that out. It might still be in there. We definitely don't need to do that. It's a little bit more advanced, but you definitely don't need it in there right now. And then is this for me? There's a little quiz part. That's totally good. I mean, yeah, we can do that. And then the Facebook comments, I'll show you how to hook that up so it's your specific one too. Super easy. I'll show you the very easiest way to do it essentially. I used to YouTube or Google that stuff. I used to have to like Google in and try to figure out how to do comments, like Facebook plugin comments, and it's pretty simple. I mean, once you set it up, you can just grab some code in it, and it does it. But doesn't. I mean, I'm going to show you an easier way. You may have to set up something. You may have to go to your developer, like just Google Facebook developer, and make sure you have an account. And once you do, you should be golden there. And let's see here. And then I actually want to go over the NDA a little bit more about, I kind of want to change it up a little bit. So I'll show you what I'm going to do there. And then we have, so this is the funnel steps. Essentially, this is the page that they see right here. I guess I should probably share that so you guys can see. So this right here is the first page they see. And then there's the NDA afterwards right here that Steve's got in there. I kind of want to switch that up a little bit, and just so you guys, I know some people, I've gotten a lot of questions about that. Like, do we really need it? And a lot of people just take that whole page out. But I'm going to show you something that may help kind of keep the NDA there, like a sense of it, but without having it so intense. And then that goes to the next page right here where they actually apply, and we'll definitely go over everything in there. And honestly, Dan's on here. I think you're doing a Facebook Live later, Dan, but yeah, feel free to chime in and give any insights you can on this one. And then after this is like, once they apply and they submit right here, it's going to forward them, or we'll show you how to essentially do it. So it forwards them to this page, the broadcast, where right now it's a video of Steve and like some big people and Prove It talking. I'm actually going to show you how I'm going to change that up a little bit. And then there's like this bonus page right here where it's like join. Okay, here, skip the steps, join right now. If we got time, we'll definitely go over that. And then kind of, I don't know if we're going to quite do, that was like really bad. We'll see if we can get to something like that. I don't know if, I think he may have even taken that out. I don't remember. We'll see. Now, all these emails, if you have Actionetics or if you have the full account of ClickFunnels, you're going to get this sequence, but it's changing a little bit. And obviously, man, I'm just dropping Dan Havey like crazy right now. He's got tons of stuff on everything in this, like when it comes to ClickFunnels. You could definitely probably find something from him that's going to help you with that part setting up as well. So let me go back here. I'm going to share my other screen here. Facebook Live tomorrow. Oh, that's right. That's tomorrow. I remember. How to set up your CF domain in 5 minutes, not 5 days. Right. So that's so funny to me. Yeah, if you need help on that kind of stuff, go check out Dan Havey. He'll get you figured out. Let's see here. So I'm gonna actually bring this over here. Sorry, I'm switching stuff up on my screen right now. Let me know, like, you guys excited about this? Like, is this kind of like what you're thinking? Like, I mean, let me know, like, what's your questions here, especially as we go throughout too. But hopefully this is kind of what you guys were hoping to see. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. I'm going to bring in, let's do this. Maybe. My computer just like slowed down like crazy all of a sudden. Okay, we're still live. We're good. All right. Let me see if I can pull this over. Okay. You guys see this? Maybe I should leave this over here. Oh, man. Ecamm Live's awesome, but it's got a ton of stuff that pulls up on the screen, too. I guess I should just turn those off. I don't need that one. Okay. All right. It's cool that you guys can't actually see it either, so it's not covering my whole screen for you. All right. You guys like the picture I threw in here? Hopefully you do. We'll see. Now this is one that this is like Steve's recruiting funnel right here. The one that you get as like when you join the team, when you join Steve's team, wherever it may be, this is a copy of the funnel that you get. This is, I mean, the one that you get, I've done a little bit of work on here, but I definitely want to actually pull up the exact one that you get and just go for that. So let me actually switch these over so you guys can see that one instead. Okay. Sorry, moving stuff all around. Oh, man. Okay, so this is the whole layout. These are the pages here. Now, when you get the share funnel from, it's on hackmlm.com. Once you get the unlocked part for your team, for our team, this is what you're going to see. Or this is, when you click on the link, it's going to pull in this funnel that you have right here. And this is the layout. So just for those of you who don't know too much about ClickFunnels, like some simple stuff here. This page right here that I'm hovering over is like the start page. Let me actually see if I can, or if I can pull that over so it's not covering so much stuff. Okay. That's not in the way now, is it? Making sure that you guys can see all of this. Okay, that should be fairly, man, that is not wide enough. Okay, I may cut off a little bit down on the bottom there, but just so you guys have this and you can see it. Man, I hate how I cannot see. your Facebook comments or who they're coming from. Let me just pull those up real quick. So just for the basic kind of overview of this page up here at the top is going to be the first one. That's like the home page of the funnel that they come to. And then once they click, submit or any buttons on this page, it'll automatically take them down to the next page here. That's in a row, unless you otherwise dictate or you put something else in there. But that's just the default. Like once they submit on this page, it's going to come to this page. Then once they submit here, it's going to come to this page. So if you change, you can just literally drag this. Like if you pull that up there, it's going to make it so it goes to this page second instead of that one. So you can rearrange the order really easy right there. Is this coming through all right for you guys? Hopefully it's looking at it on my screen, it looks like it's like going black and in and out. So let's see here. Man, I'll tell you, this is the first time I've actually like shared multiple screens with Ecamm Live, and it's like really hogging up my computer right now. I wonder if now if I turn these fans on max, is it going to be super loud for you guys? Just want to keep my computer as cool as possible. Let's see here. Man, sorry about that, guys. This is taking a little bit. Pulling up the Facebook group in the other tab right now. Hopefully y'all are having a good Friday. I will have just for those of you who are going to ask, I will have a recording. I'm going to record this. Obviously it's going to be in the Facebook group too. Make sure I actually set that. Yeah. Okay. Cool stuff. Okay. Man, comments are coming in. All right. So, I want to make sure you guys I get any questions that you may have first. So let me pull this up. All right, we got it up. Okay. Dan Havey said, "I'll send you my holy grail." Yes, give it away. Oh man. I speak English and French, but not code, I'm afraid. That's totally fine. I don't speak code either, Grant. I definitely am not. Definitely not a code junkie. So, I mean, I always look to Dan Havey's stuff or whenever I need that. Hashtag live, roger that, boomer. Going the wrong way. Holy cow, you guys are coming in. This is awesome. Okay, yeah, so Dan dropped some links in here for quickstartblueprint.com and cfninjahacks.com. I definitely go get signed up for those. You've gone silent. Dang it, Grant. Hopefully you guys didn't miss too much on that. Man. Interesting. Get rid of that. Okay. I will be redoing the videos for the Google form with AutoDirect, add to the Google Sheets, embedded the Google Sheet in the funnel, and push the contact data to ClickFunnels. So that's perfect, Dan. I'm going to not spend so much time on that just so that people can go there and check out those things. Honestly, when I get this video in in a members area for people. I'm definitely gonna have some links over to your stuff for that. So yeah, Facebook Live tomorrow. Rick's good stuff. I have some red ruby I don't like. Oh, interesting. That was good stuff, but I was expecting it to be better. The ruby red or the ruby rush or whatever it was. Can you highlight each of the points we have to personalize to our link /info? Totally going to go over that stuff. Yeah, I'll go through it so you're like, okay, change this out, let's do this. I'm also going to go through a little bit of like the strategy behind what Steve is doing, so you guys can understand a little bit more of that. Obviously, I'm not Steve. I'm not in his head 100%. I sit next to him every day, so I learn a lot from him just literally by being there and us talking through things. But I will say Steve is still, like, if Steve says something that's a little bit contrary to what I'm saying, I'd say default to Steve. He's definitely built more funnels than I have. So let's see here, each of the pages. Thank you, Dan and Colton. Yeah, no problem, Betsy. Dan, I was working with a leader in another MLM, and he showed me a woman under him who took Steve's application funnel and made $10,000 in her first 3 months in MLM. Yeah, that is not uncommon, which is crazy, dude. You should totally let me know who that was. I'd love to get some testimonials from her. Fabian, did she have the 5-day free course lead magnet in front of the app funnel? Ooh, there's some good stuff happening for that too. It's really blurry. I saw that on my end too, that it was blurry for a sec. Hopefully, I'm glad I wasn't doing too much then, but it should be good now. All I saw was the application funnel with most MLM. Most of the people start off as users and then apply to join. Oh, interesting. With this MLM, most people start off as users. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, with the one we're in, totally. Thanks for the reply, Dan. Yes, I see the funnel in you in the bottom right. Sweet. It's going black in and out, but all good. Okay, I think I'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully we fix that. Looks good on my iPhone. Thank you, Renee. Now it's going black a few times. Is it good now? Has it gone black at all for a little bit? Just make sure. Okay, so let me turn this on so it doesn't. So my iPad doesn't go dark. Okay. So we can kind of go through a little bit of that. So let's kind of dive in. You guys good? 5x5 now. Cool. Sweet stuff. Thank you guys. First off, thank you so much for jumping on here. I'm excited to go through this and kind of go through and edit a lot of this stuff, show you a bit of it. I do want to preface with one thing though, guys. This is not the exact, like, I'll show you whatever is in the funnel, the share funnel. It is not the exact same thing that you need to do. You do need to change out videos. So just as like a pre-frame, a little bit of a housekeeping items. Don't feel like you have to use everything that's in the funnel. If you want to make it super simple, I say done is better than perfect, because perfect usually never comes out. So just get it done and launched, and add stuff as you go. That's going to be, honestly, I want to go through it like from scratch here with this and like have it ready to go for you guys. For me, myself even, and I'll show you as we're going through it, so you guys can definitely follow along. If you all want to get the funnel in your ClickFunnels and follow along right now, I highly suggest you do that, just so that you can get started on it, get rolling, and then you've got a base. And like, it's funny, motivation myth. I think that's actually the book name of it. I was reading something about it, and it was talking about how motivation is literally a myth because like trying to like talk to somebody and just get them motivated doesn't quite work. But when you do one small thing, or like when you start or just get going on it, like you don't need a ton of motivation to do something small. So it's like literally just get started. And what's cool about it is it builds momentum. And pretty soon you're like, oh, I got that thing done. Like, let me get the next one done. And then you just kind of start building. And pretty soon you're like, man, look at how much I've got done. Like, let me keep going. And then you build momentum and just start cruising along. If you guys listen to Alex Sharfin a lot, he talks a lot about momentum in your business. It's the same thing for just everything you're doing. Like, obviously you guys are killers on here right now watching this video or this live, or the replay, whatever it may be. Like, obviously you guys are killers for that, and you're doing something, and I want to give you a little bit of momentum to start running with it. Guys, it's really not that hard. Like, just follow with me, make some edits on your own side, and let's get you started so you have a recruiting funnel that when people are asking, you can just send them straight here. So hopefully that's cool with you guys. All right. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Make sure I save that first. Man, this is gonna be a little annoying for the size of it. It's probably gonna go black a little bit. We'll see. Save that. Every time I adjust like stuff on the screen, it seems to go black. So let's open these up in new tabs. I don't think there's any. Oh yeah, okay. So if you guys didn't know, you can select steps to view here, and it's literally like there's a lot of other stuff in here, and some testimonials and email follow-up sequence stuff that you guys can check out. Just as a word of caution too, make sure you are replacing stuff with with your own stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Who said that? Betsy, oh my gosh, I need to take that stance of done is better than perfect with all my funnels. 100%. I don't know how many times I've never launched several funnels because like I literally was thinking I gotta have these like perfect and like ready, and honestly I just like never got around to launching it because I was thinking too much into it and literally would spend way too much time on things. So finally I was just like, scrap it, like I'm gonna do something different. So literally, like, that's what I've seen with even Steve, guys. Like, you think, oh, his funnels are perfect. Literally, we're like talking about stuff, just running through it, and we like launch it, and then we start to see the kinks afterwards, and that's where you start adjusting things from there. I'll tell you a little story. So when I was first starting out in college, like I remember I took my first business class, and I was super excited because I was supposed to start a business through this class. And so I was like all excited to sign up for it, ready to go. And long story short, like the business I ended up choosing was just to fix phones. Like whenever somebody had a broken screen or something. And what's funny is like, because I had to just get things done and just get moving, it's like I had due dates, right? I essentially just had to like start without really understanding anything. This was before ClickFunnels. This was before I knew any like online marketing, anything, or any marketing in general. Like, guys, I didn't know anything. I was so green at this stuff. And I remember my teacher was like, hey, I have this business where I can literally send text messages out locally that can get you some traction here locally. So he's like, it's like $100 a text, or I think it was like $50 a text. And it's just like, you give us a deal, we text it out to our following here, and whoever's interested, they call you up or whatever. And so I was like, okay, like $50. Like I was super poor, I could barely handle $50, and I remember spending like $200 on parts just to like, hopefully I can get some customers so I can use these parts to make some money. I may not have even bought parts now that I think about it. I think I literally just signed people up, and then when I found out what they needed, I bought the part and got it in time to do the repair. I don't remember if that was totally it or not, but I literally put out one text, and I got like 3 people to call me back, and they're like, yeah, I need my phone fixed. And so I'm like, sweet, let's get you going. Guys, I didn't know how to fix phones. The only reason I knew how to fix phones, or like the reason I started that, is because I had broken my own phone the week or two before and fixed it. And all he did was YouTube like how to fix it. Bought the part, fixed it myself, and was like, all right, I'll make a business out of this. Literally had 3 people come. I fixed their phones in front of them, fixed their screens on their phone. I had no freaking idea what I was doing. I barely understood things. I remember I was like screwing crap up, but like acting like I knew what the freak I was doing. And I remember one guy, he was a customer for life after that. It was pretty cool. He's like, dude, this is pretty cool. Like, man, thank you so much for fixing this. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And he's like, I got like 3 other devices. Let me bring them to you. So I'm like, yeah, just let me know what they are and I'll order some stuff. A year later, I had my freaking own like brick and mortar. Like, guys, I didn't know anything. I just got going. I threw something out there. I just started, and then pretty soon it was way bigger than I ever imagined it would be. So honestly, if I would have waited to make sure I understood exactly what I needed to do and knew how to repair every phone, or knew how to like market and do all those things, I never would have gotten started. I never would have gone to where I ended up going. It would have taken me years to get that much knowledge. But what's cool is I had to get the knowledge when I needed to get the knowledge instead of getting it early and hoping I could use it later. So literally just start, get it going, and go for it. Hey Rick, no problem. I'm glad to take the time for this. I'm glad you guys could jump on. Glad you joined us, Jesse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, so just so that we can see, if you hit preview here, it's going to bring this page up like what it looks like when someone hits the page itself. So you can see Steve's got a video in here, a testimonial from Don. Don is the man. Don and Allison, they're pretty awesome. And then simple stuff like how to join my downline, step 1, 2, 3. I mean, really easy. You're just going to click the apply, click above to apply. You're going to jump on the phone with us and then get my team's recruiting and sales systems. And then he's like, here's what you're going to get. No, didn't mean to. The pop-up came up because I went out of screen. Here's what you're going to get if you're accepted into my downline. So he's got the bonuses here, which in our team, for everybody that's under anywhere, doesn't matter how freaking far down you are from Steve, but as long as you're in that team, like, you get these bonuses as part of the offer for being on our team. So the auto lead and recruiting funnels, the proven product sales funnel, which is exactly this thing that we're going through right now. So the 30 days to 1,000 month blueprint, which is the 30-day training on hackamlem.com. The easy traffic trainer, which is the Zucker cider, essentially the guy. Well, if you guys know who Dan Henry is, his like personal, she did his ads for a while and like broke off, did her own thing. She's super awesome. She does a mini course in here showing you guys how to do set up ads for like yourself. Very simple stuff. Like, she simplifies it like crazy. She's really good at it. Tells you how to target, all that stuff. So you get that as part of it. And then the unique upline support, which, funny enough, is what this is part of. Exclusive team community. Top methods for selling your products. Enough love to point out places for improvement. Hopefully you guys are down with that. And then the total value. Public is $397, free if accepted. You guys literally get to market all of these bonuses for anybody that joins under you when you're in our team. So you can totally leave all of this up there. Like, this is all 100% good. Now I will say the still not convinced yet part where he's got all the testimonials. Oh look, there's Dan Havey right there. This part, you guys are going to want to replace, and I'll tell you a really easy way to do this. Now, right now, guys, like I think I've got a couple testimonial videos. Really nothing. Like, I need to get some, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at this. I need some of my own testimonial videos. So what I'm going to do is I'll make a post later in the group. I'm essentially going to offer a bonus for those of you who want to give me a testimonial that know me, right? Or just want to say thanks for the work I've been doing here. Super easy way. That's exactly what Steve did. If for those of you who don't know, like, we went into a group, our Secret Room Hacks group. Anyway, went into there and Steve was like, "Hey, if you give me a testimonial video about what it's like to work with me." Now, notice the term. It wasn't like about literally like about working my MLM or like working in this specific product. It's literally just about, hey, what's it like to work with me or with Steve? What's it like to work with Colton? Like, what do you guys like about, what's your testimonial for what I've maybe helped you with? So that way you can literally use those like all over the place. It doesn't really, the context, like it's almost general enough that you can use it in so many different places. So honestly, if you guys don't have, there's 9 of them in here. You can put one big one if you've got one good testimonial. Like, just put one big video element in here, and I'll show you kind of that. Just replace these with that one. It's like what it's like, or to work with me or your team. And then this is literally just a simple quiz thing that just takes them to the next page. If I remember right, yeah. And then here's the Facebook plugin. That's funny, I've already changed this one on here. I'll show you how to hook this up too for you guys, so you can create your own, have your own page on there for the plugin. And then literally it's just, if you have a footer, that's great. If not, I'll just show you a little bit of what to do there. So that is the first page. And then it goes, I'm just going to do a little bit of an overview here. Then it comes to the NDA page, which it's like, why is there an NDA? Fair question. About to show you some trade secrets, which makes it super exclusive. And a lot of this is, I think there's only a couple spots. I don't remember exactly where, but if you want to use this, it's totally fine. I don't remember if we made this generic or not, but I think it is. You may want to read through it. Oh yeah. No delay or omission by a party to, put your name in there. Or I guess it may be up here, so that name is literally, an individual. So you're going to want to edit that. So everything is kind of highlighted in parentheses there. Now, essentially, it's going to be your business name or whatever it may be. Add in your business address there. You can go through it, add in the details, and if you're like, holy cow, it's too much, I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking about trying out, and we can go from there. And literally all they do is they put their name in here to agree. They click here and it goes to the next step, which is fill out the application. So I'll show you what the live page looks like right now, which I think this is pulled out. Okay, so there's typically an application on this side here. So Steve's got a little bit of an origin story here, and then a testimonial. Super simple stuff, which obviously you guys are going to want to pull that out and throw in. Honestly, like, ask some friends, even like anybody that's like seen any of the stuff you do. Like, hey, what would you like if you give me one line about like something that's cool or a testimonial? Like, what would you say? And can I just put you on a page that says, I'm so good at this, or whatever it may be. Do that. So that's that page, and then you're going to come to this one, which once they fill it out, they're like, oh, like, we got your application received right here. So what MLM are you in? And then it's going to go through. Okay, this is the MLM that we're in. He's talking to some bigger people here. If I remember right, this video has really bad sound. We want to redo it. You can totally, I'm pretty sure it was cool to use this one, but just in case it wasn't, I'll kind of go over it, what we can do there. So I'm in Prove It with Russell Brunson and a bunch of other internet marketing killers. I'd probably change Russell Brunson to Steve Larsen just so that, because Steve does literally work with Russell specifically on that. So, you guys are on Steve's team, so it may be better to just put Steve in there. Well, I'll show you that. So ready to get started, you can put in your number so people can just literally call you instead. Skip the line. And then some of the same testimonials over again, and then the Facebook widget. Once again, the footer. So that's like the super like overview of that. Crap, I think I just closed that other page. It's not going to come up. I think this one. And then this is near the end here. And it's like, here's how to join my downline. Once again, it goes through like what you're going to get. So it kind of understands that. And it's like, click here to join. This is where you get this bonus, and this bonus right here. So it's like, click here to join. Yeah, this is actually, I think this was a bonus page if you guys wanted to use it or not. Man. Anyway, so let's go through. I'm going to set up I want to focus just mainly on what you guys actually even just need to pay attention to. All these other pages, you don't quite need to check out so much. This was, I don't even want to get too much in here, but this was a 5-day series that Steve recorded. That's a bonus for people to kind of give them some value before they come in, which is cool. Okay, so we're going to start here. This is literally, I highly suggest you guys change a little bit of the, Steve said I put updated simplified version of the NDA in the files tab. So Dan said that, sorry. He told me that testimonial sucked. What? Oh, I don't remember saying that, dude. That's funny. Talk about the link at the end of the stack page. Okay, we'll go through that. Let's see here. Put updated simplified. Okay, so in the Hack MLM group files tab, you can see an updated / simplified version of the NDA from Dan there. Oh yeah, I remember you putting it in there now. I was like, I swear there was a simplified version. So thanks for reminding me, Dan. Really wish I could show you more of the screen. Maybe I'll just make it big and then let me see. Is there any way to make this smaller? Oh yeah, look at that. Have you floating right over in there. Sweet. I love Ecamm Live. This is good stuff. I've used it a little bit. I'm really starting to get used to it now. This is cool. So 100% suggest that you adjust a bit of this. Like, don't just copy it verbatim. Add a little bit of your own. Like, what would you like? What kind of gives your own like a little bit of a flair to it? I actually want to add something like. Let me see. I'm going to copy this. I want to make sure I get the text the same. I'm going to pull it right underneath here. And just so you guys know, like, you guys are getting some privy information right now. I haven't actually launched or told many people about this, but me and my brothers have started a bit of a show. We've been recording content for a couple months now, just to get it out there and going. But we're taking a little bit of a different route for keto per se, because we're all in doing keto, and we actually do the diet and drink the drinks. So we thought it'd be kind of funny to. We got some good stuff coming out. We're gonna throw some rocks, which I'm super excited about. And I think it definitely fits our attractive character, what we're gonna be doing. So we're naming everything pretty much Lazy Keto Bros. So I'm gonna put a little bit tagline here. Join the Lazy Keto Bros. Yeah. Exclusive. I love putting those, like, something that makes it sound like even better, you know, like not even better, but like makes it sound just awesome. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna change this. I don't want it to pop out as much as the headline itself. Yeah, see, white's just too much. Man, I don't remember. I got some stuff pulled up over here. Let me see what picture or what color swatch I was using. So something like that. I'm gonna switch out. So once again, guys, like this background picture right here, I'm gonna make this smaller too before I forget. And let's add just one more. Kind of want to pull this up a tad. This background picture literally is of Steve, so like I highly suggest you change it out. I actually created one the other day. I was kind of excited about this. I darkened this picture here, so now I've got like, for me it's cool, like I can have something on there that's me and Steve together, which is cool. But obviously you don't have something like that. Like literally, even, I mean, there was times where I would just take a cool looking picture like this one and just literally darken it in the background. So just kind of was something like a different, you can get patterns literally, like if you go to just Google and say pattern, like I don't even know, like background pattern, and then you can literally go to settings or tools and usage rights and labeled for reuse. So you can literally take a lot of these and just have the pictures repeat. If you have any kind of tech skills, like that's a cool one right there. Just have it literally, just put that in there, have it repeat. Like, let's just do that. So you come back in here, you click the settings for the section part, which is the background here. We're gonna upload that. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than I like. It's 4.04 megabytes. Instead of full center, just put it on repeat. And that's literally like something. Then you can make this darker. If you come here, change it to like that. So you guys kind of seeing the idea here. Yeah, just you guys can totally change this up, like make it what you feel like is kind of your personality part too. That just cleans it up right there. Yeah, I mean, I think that looks pretty sweet actually. I won't get too much into the details of how to do too many other things. Really, like, don't spend so much time trying to make it look crazy, like adjusting the color like to perfect whatever. Like, just make it look all right and then go for it. So you can literally, this one you're gonna want to change out the video right here. Actually, would you guys like it? I was thinking about literally recording, like setting up my phone right here in the office and just like recording this video and putting it on there. Like, would that be something you guys like think would be cool? I don't know. Let me know. Here, let me plug that. And then here's what you're gonna get if you're accepting my downline. Like, that's, like, you can totally leave that stuff, but I'm actually gonna add in here network, just so it's a little bit different. Let's do even if I get in here, let's just do like, I already used the word exclusive once, but you can totally use it there again. Whatever. I'm building an exclusive downline of real network marketers. Join the Lazy Keto Bros exclusive team. If you guys have a testimonial, you can totally bring it, like put it here. I kind of want to put my own video in there. So I'm going to make sure to just kind of save this periodically too. And then when I'm done with this, if you guys want like the template of this one specifically, like just let me know. It's literally just going to be some minor edits. You can do it yourself easy. But if you're like, yeah, I just kind of want to, I like what you did, whatever. That's totally fine. So I'm actually going to add in, let's do a 1 column row here. So if you guys see, like, I'm going to adjust this row. So you see it sticks out over here. Let's bring it in. I think that's about right. Let's see. Okay, one more. Settings. So I'm going to adjust the width down to 80 so it matches these other ones. And then I'm going to hit the background color is just white so it matches with all that. I'm going to throw in just essentially a dividing bar right here. So yeah, here, I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking. Let's see here. I'm going to come over here. I got some stuff I'm looking at over here too. I'm going to clone this. Actually, let's bring it down in here. I'm going to clone. Just make it easy. I'll clone that so it's like the same width already and I don't have to redo stuff. Move this row up. I mean, yeah. Just so you guys can see how like to do that kind of stuff. I'm going to take this text and put it in this row. Better change the color so it's not white on white. Actually, let's do this so it kind of matches. I'm going to say my team's bonuses. I'm going to get rid of that. Clone that. I'm going to bring this one down. And I'm going to add like my own bonuses to this one right here. So like, so they almost know that they're getting like extra value from me per se. Little dividing line there so you can kind of see it separates it a little bit. And then I'll literally clone this one and bring it down so it's underneath this. So I have the same, the reason I'm cloning is just so I have the same text, like the same format. Like I don't have to create a whole new, see if I just go add new row and I do a 2 column, it's just like I have to format it now to match that. So don't even worry about that. Like just clone this one here and then you're good. And then if you guys want like, oh well, I want another headline like this somewhere else, like just straight up clone it, take it over there. So I got some stuff I want to add in here for myself. So personal coaching, if that's cool. Let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna add let's see your exclusive Facebook lives. And you guys, you do not have to do this. I'm just showing you like an idea of what I'm kind of doing to make it even like cooler. Like if you guys have heard Steve at all in the past, he talks about how literally everybody, like when you join an MLM, you get the exact same product as everybody else in that MLM and you are no different. So make yourselves different, and now they have a reason to join you instead of whoever else they happen to come by. Like think about it. If you're all selling the same product, why would it matter if they came to you or somebody else? Story that Steve's been telling a lot lately, which I think is pretty cool. Man, it was it. Oh, what was his name? Old dude. I want to say Skousen for some reason, but it's not him. Robert Lasker. I think it was Robert Lasker. Whatever. We'll see. Was talking about how literally 2 men came to him with a horse, and one of them like was talking about, hey, like this horse is so amazing. Obviously, he looked at them both, like the horses were the same to him. And the guy was like yeah, like this is how much it is. You can buy it now, take it home, and it's yours. And then the other person was like, you know what? How about you take this horse home, try it out, and if you say it is like, let's say you enjoy it and like, okay, yes, I do want this now that I've tried it out, pay me then. And so he's like, I naturally went with the second person because they gave me like an offer, like, hey, you know what, I don't want to take your money now because I believe in this so much, like literally go try it out. Obviously this is back in the day. I don't know if you would trust too many people nowadays with that, but this is back in the day, and literally like he took it home, tried it out, and was like, yes, I want this. So he bought that horse instead. I mean, it's the same thing with trials. Like, how many of you guys have signed up for a trial just to check it out, and then you're like, oh yeah, I totally want this. I'll buy it now. But if you were to just be told that you have to buy it before you try it, you might pass on it to go to somebody else who gives you the trial. If that makes sense. So, make yourself a little different here. So on this one, I'm going to put product trainings, and then I don't know, I'll add some more, make it look sweet or whatever after this. Stay oh yeah, it's up. Stay up to date with the new funnels and news. I think, yeah. Stay up to date with the new funnels and news. I'm going to switch this picture out. I think I already had one uploaded. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's get rid of the image height. So adjust here. I'll show you guys a little bit more too, but I'm going to clone this one out again. Add another bonus. Let's see here. Let's do. I'm actually gonna make. So, what I'm doing right now, guys, just like think about this for a sec. What I'm doing right now is I'm recording me going through this funnel with you, talking about how you can set it up, and do it yourself. I'm gonna take this recording, literally chop it up, and make it into a mini course, so that literally, like, I can give that as a bonus. So now, like, it's there for my team from forever now, like on. Obviously, those of you who are in here, like, I'm going to make this available for you so you can check it out, so you can go back to it. But I imagine you could probably find just as much from Dan Havey right now. So, but I'm giving you my own, so you can check it out. So, let me hold you by the hand on how to set up your recruiting funnel. That's pretty sweet. You guys like would that be does that sound like something that you guys would see and like be like all sweet about it, or like that, like, oh yeah, I totally want that. I should probably check the comments here. Let me get this done here. Get the same funnel I use, which is like, this is it. Like, I'm literally just gonna give them the share funnel right here, and then yeah, maybe I'll have to look at this. I don't know. I'll have to change this one, but I'll think of some more things that I can talk about for the bonus. So I just created this little picture. Obviously, that's like a huge, like, that looks massive compared to these. So I'm gonna go here and just change the width to, let's try 150. Yeah, that looks perfect. Cool. So now it kind of matches there. I'm gonna save this. Let's just say, like, let's just do that. Jumpstart your recruiting. Okay, so that's just like, I'll go through a little bit more and kind of think through. I will say, don't change these too much. Like, if you guys are in the team, like, I wouldn't change too much of this. There's a good reason why these are the way they are. everything kind of, whenever we look at something new, we go through a 3-step process in our brain. First off, we see if the product or whatever the thing is itself is going to actually work for us. And so, like, if you start talking about something other than the product first, it may, or like how it's the vehicle or the product's going to work for them, it may confuse or not really work as well, because that's not how the brain naturally goes through it. So first off, we're going to talk about like the products, or like the actual vehicle of what you're going to use to make to be successful. Well, once you get done with that in your head, it naturally goes to well, like, am I good enough to do it? Like, am I going to be able to pull this off? Do I know enough to pull this off? And it's like, oh wait, don't worry about that. We'll teach you and we'll help you know how to pull it off. So that's what the 30-day blueprint is. This is literally the progression, guys. If you haven't seen this in Steve's offers, it literally, like, think about it. It's always vehicle or product. Like, is this going to work for me? This product or whatever the vehicle is. And then it's like, okay, here's something that's going to help you know how to do it yourself. And then there's the third part of it, which is like time, resources, money, whatever it may be. So it's like, oh, like, we're literally going to help you take away the time of learning how to drive traffic through ads. We're going to take the time of learning how to do it yourself. We're going to, like, help you through that. So literally, this is a whole natural progression of, okay, the first thing that goes through my head about, is this going to work for me? Or will this vehicle actually work? Can I actually accomplish this? And then do I have enough, like, external resources to do it? If that makes sense, hopefully. And then I'm going to add my personal stuff on here, so it's like a cherry on top. You guys definitely don't need to do that, but oh, what's up, Dan? Hold on, I'm going to pull this up. All right. Oh, okay. Literally, sorry, I got sidetracked. Dan sent me a picture, and it's from Richard Branson, which, that dude is awesome. He's super dyslexic and, like, had all these. Anyway, his story is amazing. He said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. Kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Like, guys, if you don't know how to do it quite yet, that's totally fine. That's normal. Like, guys, Steve, like, I remember back in college, me and Steve working together on funnels for, like, the first time. We didn't know how to do anything. Like, I mean, it was very, very, like, minimal amount of knowledge that we had. We just started rolling. Like, we just kind of just got going with it. And, like, guys, look at where Steve's at now. Look at where, like, this whole team's come to. I mean, just literally start, guys, and you'll figure out the things that you need to know as you go along. Don't get hung up on all of the details of, like, oh, well, I need to understand more about marketing for, you know, whatever it may be, on, like, how to create the perfect ad on Facebook itself. Like, don't worry about that right now. Worry about it when you actually need to. And honestly, I'd say at that point, if you can, find somebody who can do it for you that's an expert. Hire the experts. I mean, we're trying to give you everything we can, you know, to help you guys be as successful in this as we can. So, am I losing you guys? Y'all good? You good here? Let me see. I know this is super long. It's going to be a little bit. You guys can totally come through, watch the replay as you go. But let me pull this up. Where we at? Tiffany Perkins, glad you could join us. Just went blurry. Dang it. Google subtle patterns. Oh yeah, that's a great one. If you get, so Dan was talking about the background patterns. You can just Google subtle patterns, do the same thing, find some stuff there. Grant said that works. Betsy, I cannot wait to see your stuff. I am lazy, dirty keto with PTKA 2. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so bad at acronyms. I'm really bad at acronyms, guys. Like PTKA. I'm not. Is that prove it? Take ketones. I don't know. Challenge. I don't know. I'm so bad with acronyms, so I may not quite understand what the PTKA is right now. But if you want to drop that for me, that'd be cool. Clear again. Sorry, Grant. Sorry, it's going in and out. I literally, so, oh man, that's a crazy story. I have like the gigabit internet, but it drives me nuts because it's a 1 gig download, but it's like 50 megabytes up. And I'm like, that's a big, that's a big jump from download to upload. And so I've literally called them like multiple times, like, can I just like push the upload up a little bit? I mean, 50 megabyte upload should be good enough for anybody, totally. I don't know, maybe on your side that's going blurry, but hopefully the videos will be good on the replay there. But I just don't get it. I'm like, can I get more upload just so I can make sure? And they're like, no, it's not possible. So I don't know, blows my mind. But cool stuff, guys. So literally, I mean, like, that's kind of that part there. You can leave a lot of the stuff up there. Obviously, I added some stuff. So I think personal coaching. Let's I don't know. What do you guys think that's worth for some personal coaching stuff for you guys? I just wonder. I'd like to know what you guys think too. Like the value of it. Like, how much value do you think it would give you? I'm just gonna throw. I'm kind of thinking something like, let's just put $4.97 on there. And then for this recruiting funnel mini course, like, definitely definitely a bit more value, because like I'm helping you, literally holding you through, like holding your hand throughout this, helping you get there. So I think that's a great value right there. So obviously I'm going to change this number. Crap, what was that? I should probably get out my calculator first. Where's my phone? So let's do 41.97 plus 4.97 plus 7.97 equals 54.91. So I'll just delete this. 54.91. So now the value's gone up. Like, I've literally added value to this. Like, you guys can leave it where it was and make it really easy and just get it out there. And then, like, as you do things, like, seriously, guys, like, go live in the group, provide some value somewhere, have it recorded, and add that into, you know, even like if it's a link to a Google Drive folder where it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna give you this bonus. Just give them a link to that. Like, if you don't want to build a members area or whatever, that's totally fine. Just go for it. So the total values went up for it. Now this one, I'm actually gonna, let's see if I can. I'm actually gonna hide this right now because I don't have those testimonials. So if you saw how I did that, I just went in here and hit hide. So you guys can do that. I don't remember exactly. I think so if you go to manage sections, I can go back in here and just unhide it. Man, I feel like it's been a while since I've messed with some things like that. So you can see how all I did was just hide that section, so now it's gone. So I don't have any testimonials. Literally, testimonials are huge, though. I suggest you do as much, like, do whatever you can to get some, even if it's just one. Like, seriously huge. There was a test. I don't remember who did it. I think it was, I know Steve's talked about it a lot. I don't think it was Stu McLaren, but it may have been somebody else. They literally took a sales page and just started taking out a ton of like the sales, like the copy, and they started putting just more testimonials into where it was practically testimonials, and it was like converting at a higher rate with just testimonials on there, which is crazy. So think about that. Like, testimonials are huge. Definitely suggest you get some in there. So will this work for me? Like, guys, you can totally leave this in there. That's totally fine where it's at. Okay, so what are you most excited for? Let us know below. Now, this is literally linked to Steve's page currently at the moment. So, like, you probably, you want to change that. Now, if you go to, I think if you go here, let's see here, Facebook developer. I think it's literally this. If you click on this, let me actually do this one. If you go to Facebook comments plugin right there. It's like, oh hey, here's how you do Facebook plugins. Now this is like the harder way. I'll show you, but I do want to have you come here, because if this page doesn't show where it gives you all of this right away, that means you haven't connected, you haven't created like a developer for your Facebook. And this is going to connect to pages, like a page. So if you don't have a Facebook page for even just your name, like just go create a Facebook page for, Colton Woods Facebook page. Literally just go create it so that you can have this option. And I'll say, if this doesn't show up, it will say create your developer account right now. So if this shows up, you've already created it. If it doesn't, it's going to say create your developer account. Just click on that. It'll ask you a few simple questions, and it's going to bring you here. This is where you can literally you would put your Facebook page or Facebook URL in here. Like if I go to Facebook right now, this is like my podcasting page, which I really need to do some more podcasting on. Man, I need to update this. Guys, look at that. Look how much weight I've lost since then. I was like 40 pounds heavier there. Anyway, 30 pounds. Crazy stuff. So if you go here, you can see in the URL, it's literally, if you copy this part right here to the end of whatever your page name is, you can come back into here and post it in there. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Yeah, so like I've never used the plugin, so I have 0 comments right now. And then I just press get code, and here it is. Like, so this is, let me show you how to do this real quick. So you're going to copy this code. If you want to do it the long way, I'll show you if you're like, this is too much, that's totally fine. I'll show you a little bit of more of a simple way. Obviously you can, this is like the simple, but you're going to want to, you can totally add in some more stuff to this, but this is just the simple way to get the way to get that part in there. So you would take this code right here, the top one, go to your page, and up here in the settings, go to custom CSS, and you're just going to paste it right in there. And if this is wrong at all, Dan, let me know. You know this stuff way better than I do. And then save it in there. You're going to come back here. You're going to grab this second part right here. Go back to your page. And you're going to, right where it has the custom JavaScript right there, you're going to open that up and just paste it in there. Now, you can do it that way, but if you notice, it's different code than what was in there, right? You see how it changes in there? So instead of going and doing all of that, you can literally, if you've set up the developer already, you can literally go here, copy that part of your page, go back here, and in this code part, you guys don't need to know any code. Literally just the link that's already in there. You're just going to paste it right in there. Just switch my link out for yours. That's all you need to do. And then you just hit save, and now it's going to be. So now when I hit preview, you can see this. So here's what the page is looking like right now. So I got my stuff in there, personal coaching, get live. I'm gonna bump that down a little bit. I'll adjust the space up above that. The value, all this stuff. And what's interesting is it actually brings in comments from Steve's stuff. I'm not sure why that is. Dan will probably know. But it's my actual page, which is cool. Like I've only got 126 people on there right now. So, and then now people can actually comment, and it goes to my page, which is pretty cool. So you guys can do that. So you're getting your page built up yourself. And if you guys want to go give me some loving and throw some stuff in there, I'll show you the URL after. Throw some comments in there. That'd be cool. I think I've literally got it. You know, I think it's literally howtojoinmydownline.com. That is live on right now. Let me see. I think it's live. Yeah. Howtojoinmydownline.com. Obviously, I haven't done all the stuff, so this is actually what it's looking like live. I haven't changed out this yet. This is the one that I was working on. Same stuff here. I need to change that. I need to get rid of that. So yeah, it's literally right here. That's cool. Love it. If I can spell right. Cool. So that's just you can kind of see it there. Don't get too much into the details, guys. Literally make this simple. If you do have a little bit more experience in this, go for it. Do whatever tweaks you want to, but just kind of show you how to do this right now. So because I want you guys to have that in there, I want the share funnel people to have access to this so they can use it if they want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take out the URLs for now. So they're broken when I share it, so that you do have to change it out, if that makes sense. And that's great. Actually, I'm going through this. So if you're like, oh, well, how do I change out that video? Literally go to YouTube, hit share on the video, and it'll give you a URL. Just paste it right in there and you got it. And then the thumbnail, if you want your own custom thumbnail, you can do that. Steve literally just would take a screenshot of the video so that it was just a thumbnail, so it's not loading the videos. And I'll show you a little bit why. Like if I go here and I add a video element, now I go in here, I'm gonna say it's a YouTube video. Man, you can totally. So essentially, like, it's gonna load a bit of the video. So if you have all these videos on here, like if you do the YouTube, the actual video asset here, or the what's it called, widget, man, element. So if you do the actual video element here, it's gonna load that video and make it really slow on your page. So instead, Steve just got an image element, so all it does is load the image, and then there's a video hooked up to it, so when you click on it, it loads the video. And the reason that he did that is because it's not going to slow down the page load so much. For people who don't have fast internet, maybe they can slow it down a bit. So literally, like, if you go to YouTube, Key and Pill, you go to this video here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good ad. You hit share right here, you grab that link, and that literally, I can add that link into a video element in here. Or what I can do is have that link go into one of these that's already made, put it into there, get rid of the hashtag there, add that. Now it's going to have a different video, but you'll notice it doesn't change the thumbnail here. So the thumbnail is literally just a picture. So what you're like, oh, well, I need the picture. Just go here. If you're on a Mac, Command-Shift-4, and you can literally highlight this. And I suggest you not edit, but if you're on a Mac, let's just hit done. I'll show you a little bit. This is probably getting into the weeds a little bit too much, but here we go. Go to desktop. That last screenshot that I just did right here. If you're on a Mac, literally just hit tools. You can adjust the size here and make it like 150, and that's gonna take it like that was 2 megabytes. And now it's gonna be like nothing. So it's like super small, but it'll be a little bit. Yeah, we should probably make it a little bit bigger than that. So it won't be like super clear, but now it's a super small file. So when I go here, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to upload that. I'm gonna hit upload, and it was literally this screenshot here. Now it's 57 gigabytes. Open it. You see it's a small file now. instead of 2 megabytes, which is going to slow the page down. So now it's just a picture, but when they click on the picture, it's going to open the video, if that makes sense. So let me go back. And I'm going to get rid of that. Hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know, guys. That's just so you can kind of understand it. Okay, let's save that there. Okay, so I showed you how to do that. We're pretty good there. Are there any other questions on this page? Let me go to the comments, make sure we're good. Yeah, okay, I'm not seeing much here. Now, let's see here. Betsy. Okay, so I asked earlier if you guys wanted me like record this video. Let me talk through this real quick. So, if you don't have a testimonial, or you don't want to put a testimonial, you want to just have something in here. Like, what do you think is going to help drive the curiosity for joining your downline? Or like, what do you think is going to be good for the video here? I'll tell you right now, literally every video, if you look at Steve or Russell, it's hook, story, offer. They're going to have some kind of like, in the intro part, hey, hey, it's Steve. You always introduce yourself, which is kind of interesting, but hey, it's Steve, like, welcome to my page. I'm super stoked that you're on here, and I can't wait to give you the bonuses that come with my team. We got a lot of bonuses that you'll see below, plus a ton of unannounced ones that you get that we don't really talk about, but they're there because, we want to make sure you guys are taken care of. That's like, and then you go in and talk. Okay, so a little bit about my team, what we're doing. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, but like, you kind of hook them there with a little bit of like curiosity of, obviously I'm not the best at hooks like Steve is. You hooked them there like, oh, like you got some sweet bonuses for your team, and then you got stuff that you don't even talk about. Like, wow, that's sweet. Maybe I should check this out. I want to look at this. So you're literally just kind of helping them engage and understand that, oh, there's a lot of value in this, or they're like, I'm excited to join this person's team. And just be yourself. Like, yeah. Anyway, so if you guys are like wondering how to do that, literally, okay, you can use a camera. You can use, like, I do have a little bit of a nicer camera that I can set up sometimes, but honestly, phones nowadays, like, the cameras on these are amazing. It doesn't need to be amazing for, you're not making a movie. You're literally just making something simple here. You guys following with me? Is this all right? Man, I feel like my mic's kind of popping a little bit, but hopefully it's not too loud for y'all. The reason why the lower section of Facebook is pulling Steve's comment. Why is this not updating? That's really weird. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. I see comments in this part, but I don't see it on the actual live. Step number link. Grant, explain your step number link question mark a little bit more. This goes to your page. How do I get it linked to my link code? Give me a little bit more. I'll show you how to connect it to your URL. You can buy a URL straight from ClickFunnels itself. Dan has a ton of freaking videos on that too. The reason why the lower section of the Facebook comments pulled in Steve's comments because it's 2 separate elements. Open the lower element and check the link. Oh, sweet, dude. See, look at this. I'm so glad you're on here, Dan. You're the freaking man. Oh, there you go. I see what you're saying. Comment URL. So I literally just got to switch this out for that one. So I'm really going to need some loving from you guys here. Save that. Look at that. Dan, you're the man. Preview it, which I think that was it. Now I come down, and there it is right there. So when I said this earlier, it didn't come through. Oh man, that's funny. So now I'm on there. Sweet. Okay, cool. I like it. That is sweet. I need to change that over here. Thank you, Dan. I didn't even look at that. Cool. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a... I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to make a quick video that I'm going to put on this page right here. So I'm literally just going to hold my phone out. I got it coming around. See if I can hold it without shaking so much. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming to How to Join Your Downline, or howtojoinmydownline.com. I'm Colton Woods. I'm super stoked to have you guys in here. Just so you know, like, we're trying to build like the most awesome team there is out there. We've got some super awesome bonuses for you. Literally, if you go down the page, you'll kind of see what you get by joining our team. And honestly, a lot of stuff that we can't list on here. Literally, if we listed everything on this page, it'd just be huge. But we're here for you. We want to make sure that you guys are successful. So if you got any questions too, like, first off, like, just follow through the page right here. You're going to look down and there's going to be the bonuses. Just hit the big button below that says apply to join my downline now if you're looking to join. And if you got more questions, obviously, for things, you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me there too. It's just, I think it's colton.woods is my Instagram handle, or find me at Colton Woods anywhere on Facebook, and you can ask me some questions there. But just go through this page and check it out there. And if you still have questions afterwards, totally come for me. But I'm super stoked to have you on your team. I really honestly think this is like the best team to be on when it comes to internet marketing using funnels. We just want to make sure you guys are successful. Now, when I first got started in MLM, it's actually funny. Like, I remember I was so excited. The guy was telling me about this opportunity, and I remember I was sitting up I was up late at night because my head's thinking about all the possible things that could be going on, all the possible things that can happen for me with this MLM. So I'm like super stoked about the opportunity. And so I get signed up. Well, this was before I knew anything about internet marketing or funnels or any of that stuff. And I remember, like, I got signed up and I was like, okay, well, what do I do now? And they're like, oh, well, do you have any family members or friends or people that you know that might be interested? And I'm like, oh, I don't know if you guys are this way, but I absolutely hate phone calls. I hate getting on a phone call. I hate talking to people on the phone. Like, I hate being stuck, having to talk to people on the phone. I don't know if you guys are the same way there, but like, I'm just not that way. And so I'm like, the thought of having to call somebody and say, hey, do you want to join my MLM was just super awkward to me. And so I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, heck no. So I remember I was in college, like I would just try to talk to people that I was around, and that's so awkward, guys. Don't be that person either. So awkward, but I just talked to people around, and I remember I got like 3 people signed up, and it was horrible. Like, I just stopped after a while because I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I mean, it takes so much time, and the return on it was just nothing. And it wasn't until I met Steve and got into his world, Steve Larsen, if you don't know him, started working with him, that I saw the possibilities of automating a lot of this stuff and using online funnels, which is super cool. And like, that's what we want to give you guys. We want to help you do that, because honestly, guys, MLM is so stuck in like the 90s, even before that. Like, stop bugging your friends and family. Like, there's a better way to do it. And I found that way through Steve and what he teaches. And so I want to give you all the bonuses below are going to help you accomplish that. And I'm going to give you some of my own bonuses too on there that it's going to help you get even farther than that. So really stoked for you guys to be here. I'm excited to see where you're going. And yeah, just go ahead and click the link below and get started, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Cool. I don't know. Was that good? What do you guys think? So now I'm just going to upload that to, I'm just going to airdrop that to my computer. Upload it to YouTube and literally just put it on there. Let's see if it'll come through. All right, it's sending. So it was like a 3-4 minute video, nothing huge. Workout. Obviously, when I get my brothers on there and we talk some more keto stuff, I'll throw a video on there with that. So once that's uploaded, I'm gonna get it on there. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can see it's coming through right now. Airdropping it to me. Let's do this. So I'm gonna pull up a new. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Just get this uploading while we're doing this. So upload video. Select that. See if it'll pull it up. I'm really giving my computer some stuff to do right now. All right, come on. Man, I tell you, Ecamm Live like takes it out of it. I should probably close some of these other apps. Let's close that. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Let's quit that. Let's quit that. Probably should quit Photoshop too. Okay. Well, maybe we'll come back to it. But you guys see what I'm doing? Like, can you guys get an idea of that? Let me pull this up. I had no idea you could do that with the image preview. Oh, really? Dude, it's so easy. Like, I think it's the easiest way to do it. You haven't shown how to link the orange boxes. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The actual links. Okay, yeah, but it works now, but the URL doesn't work with the www. You should fix that. Oh. Thank you, Dan. Okay, hold on. Let's go to downloads. Let's go to there. Let's open that. So welcome to, let's say my downline. And this is just going to be an unlisted video. Yeah. And then this is literally, I'm going to copy this link. Copy link address. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to replace this with that. Save it. So now when this is done uploading, it'll be on that page. Oh man. I'm just gonna add this in here. Cool. Hit done. Okay. Cool stuff. So that's literally, I didn't even choose a thumbnail. I'll do that later, but just so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. Let me go back down here. So I think you were saying it has to work without the, is that what you're saying, Dan? Let me see. And then let's preview this. Check it out. Oh, let's see how that. Okay, so it hasn't come up yet. So that's in there. Comments are in there. Oh, I wonder if that was. Let's see if that works now. Cool. Thank you, Dan, for that. Let's do this. Okay, so the big orange buttons. Now, let me, for Grant, let me show you this a little bit. Wait, it doesn't work without the WW? Alright, maybe I'm not sure what you're talking about, Dan. But, so these orange buttons, if you click on this right here, the hit set action, what it's going to do, all of these are already preset to open the pop-up, so you don't even really need to change it. I will say if you want to, say something different on there, like if you want to add whatever you want in there, limited the top most elite 100, apply for remaining spots. You can adjust size, whatever it may be there. You can do the color. I'm a really huge fan of blue. I don't know why, but it works well with the like this is orange, so it stands out, so it kind of helps it not drown or kind of get drowned in with everything else. So you can just leave it there. Now the all, like even this, so this link here, you can see it's just hashtag open pop-up. So even this link right here at the top is going to open the pop-up. So everything on here, so this one, the top one, this one here, that one there, all of these buttons that they're going to click to go to the next spot, so you can see set action, open the pop-up, is going to open the pop-up. Well, now, okay, so you're like, well, what's the pop-up? So go up here, just hit show pop-up, and you can see this link. So once they hit that button, this is what's going to show up. And they're going to enter their name, their email, and their phone, because you want to be able to call them, right? And then here's the button. So literally, the set action is to submit order or submit form. And if you kind of saw what I was talking about earlier, what happens is when you submit the form, it's literally going to go from this page to the next page. So it'll submit this page and it's going to automatically load the next one right here. So you guys literally don't have to do anything there. Like you don't have to add a specific link. You don't have to, like, whatever link this is, you don't have to add that in there. It's literally just going to submit that page and go to the next one right here, if that makes sense. So hopefully that kind of helps Grant. BYU blue. Oh yeah, dude. I love that blue. Just type in how to join my downline.com and it won't work. Oh, I need to go into Cloudflare probably and have the I see what you're saying, Dan. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I need to go into Cloudflare, add that. Whatever it may be. Cool, man. Thanks for pointing that out to me. How do I get the submission to me and not Steve? Okay, so that's a good question. Essentially, man, I don't want to get too deep into the weeds. Now, this submission is literally going to get, it'll get recorded in your ClickFunnels account. It's going to create a whole new contact, if that makes sense. Now, you don't necessarily need to worry too much about this part. I think, obviously you can connect the email part of it into, yeah. Man, I don't want to get too much in that. Honestly, don't worry about this one too much. It's gonna record it in your ClickFunnels account. That's not really the one that you're gonna look at too much per se. What the one that you are gonna look at is gonna be, man, I gotta get rid of some of these pages. On step, do I have that up there twice? Is that oh yeah, that's the live version. On this, hold on. Did I get rid of? Okay, yeah. So on this page, so literally, if you look at the process or the flow of it, they're going to go to the NDA next, which is right here. And then once they submit there, they'll go to this spot. Now, this is where you're going to want to worry about the submission part, because if you don't change the JavaScript or the code in there, which I took it out already, it's going to have Steve's form in there. So people are going to be filling out Steve's. So yeah, Steve's going to get that, or whoever's, code is in there. They're going to be getting your yeah. So it'll create a contact profile. Dan was saying it'll create a contact profile in ClickFunnels. So you can go find them there, but that's not necessarily where you're going to be worrying about it all. I don't want to get into the weeds of like where all of that stuff's at. Literally this part where you create your form is what you're going to want to worry about. So first off, okay, did this upload? Sweet. So that's done. Cool. So I wonder if that's, yeah, that should be the thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail. I love it. Let's see if it shows up now. There we go. Sweet. Oh, that's funny. I'm actually going to change this so that I have it there, since I've already done it. Dang it. I probably don't want to take the time to do that, but let's go to the NDA page and talk about that. Text color, I'm going to change these back to white so you can see that. That's all there. Okay, so now you can kind of see, I don't want that on repeat. I want that on full center parallax, which is cool. So then you can kind of see it there. So yeah, let's make sure that looks good. So now you can kind of see what this is like. That stays there. So there's like a cool background. All right. Sweet stuff. So let's move to this page now. This is, so when they hit the green button, they put in their stuff, it's going to automatically take them here. Now, you guys can totally do, let's actually just do that. Let's make it, let me do it since we're already there. If you go to Facebook, let's go to the Hack MLM. If you go here to files, might as well just show you so we can all see it, have it done. Dan Havey's got some videos in here. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, bro? Got Chase Woods on here. I need to, dang, comments aren't uploading. Okay. Onboard email. Let's see here. Where is it at, Dan? Okay, right there. Non-disclosure text discrete. Okay. So this is literally the text. Holy cow, dude. Did you make this code? Oh my goodness, bro. This is awesome. Custom JavaScript HTML. So just open this, literally just highlight it all. I'm going to paste it in there. Save that. Let's preview it. Okay, so this is it. Unilateral, confidential, and non-disclosure agreement. So you're going to want to change that out. Is that kind of it? Do you remember, Dan? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, you're going to want to change out these spots here and that spot there. So I'll go back through and edit that for myself, but you guys can kind of see where it's at. Literally anything with the stars in it and the brackets, that's where you're at. I don't see... Dude, you did a good job on this, man. That's awesome. So literally just change out those down there and then this up here and you're golden. Right there. Sweet. So I will say what I kind of was thinking I want to do is I'm going to record a video. I'm actually going to I'll leave this in here, but let me do this real quick. I'm going to clone this funnel step so you have the options. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to change the name of this let's do this. So this is like an option to do instead of the NDA. That makes sense. So update that. Okay. So I'm literally going to go in here. I'll create it for you. It's going to be in the funnel template. You can totally use it. I'm going to get rid of this spot here. And I'm literally going to add, let's just put a whole new row in here. I'm going to add a video element in here. Let's make this, let's see here. Wait, I'm not clicking the video element. Okay. I'm going to make it 3/4 width so it's not super huge and they can still see the majority of this down here. Let's say I'm going to make it a little bit more of something like what's a good way to say this, like a kind of a promise. So I'm going to say, promise me this. Fair question. I'm about to show you some trade secrets that review how we recruit and how many people, so many people, and sell so much product while still having a life. Let me just do that. Let's say, promise me you won't. Let's just say you won't abuse this. And then I think you can actually put emojis in here. I don't know. I don't know if this actually works on all computers, but so I kind of want them to, I just want them to watch the video, and literally what I'm going to say in the video is like, hey guys, I'm just letting you know that this stuff that we're teaching you is like, it's top of the line. It's some trade secret stuff. Not many people are using this, and honestly, it makes some people mad that we are doing this and not doing it the old ways. So I'll throw a little bit of a rock against the old ways. And then I'm essentially going to be just saying, like, just promise me you won't take advantage of it or abuse it, but that you're going to keep it like kind of on the down low. Like, you guys can totally use all this stuff, but don't like don't go around saying, you know, that, oh, like I'm working with Russell, I'm working with Steve. Like, don't go around saying that like you're partnered with us or whatever it may be. So yeah, you know what, I meant to say that. So on the emoji thing, how I open it is on Mac. I don't know how you do it on computer. It's probably about the same, or on PC. I just hit Control Command Spacebar, and it pops up this, and you can literally search for emojis. Let's see here. So how to open emoji keyboard. On Mac, it's Command plus Space. That's weird. I usually do all three. That's to search. So Control Command Space gives me that. On Windows 10, right click on the taskbar and select Show Touch Keyboard. That's weird. Button from the context menu. So add a keyboard icon to the system tray. Okay, so you can kind of follow that to see how to add it for if you're on Windows 10 or something. Promise me you won't abuse this. Adds a little bit of, hey, pay attention here. Let's actually make this bold. Comes out. Okay, so then I'm just going to record that video, and here it is, literally like, okay, I agree, let me apply. And the reason like Steven put this in here is because it adds such like exclusivity and like, oh, this is top secret stuff. Guys, it's like you're part of something that nobody gets like the privilege to be a part of. And that adds such a next level layer of, holy cow, this team is amazing. Like, I have to be a part of this because look at this. Like, look what they're doing. Like, they're having me sign an NDA or telling me not to like share this stuff because of how like top secret it is, you know? So it adds that extra layer of like, holy cow, this team's amazing. So I'm going to save that. And now you can see this is going to be an option instead of the NDA. So if you don't want the NDA, you can literally drag it down here and then drag this one right there. And now it's doing that, if that makes sense. Is that cool? Makes sense, guys? Good? I think the comments are updating now, so that's good. I need a drink, man. My voice is giving me a shot. My computer battery is draining so fast, and it's plugged in. That's not good. I should probably... I don't know why it's going so fast. I'm doing a few things on it. Okay, so literally, hopefully it helps. Hopefully you guys like that. And then after that, obviously it's going to come to the apply here page. So let's get rid of that one. Okay, so it's to fill out the application below. Guys, once again, this background image right here, I'm going to switch it out for the one I did earlier. It's congruent. I don't have to make new ones. That's done right there. Okay, so we got rid of that. I'm going to actually just change this and say John Doe. Yeah. Yeah, so like I remember I was trying to find some testimonials for one funnel once, and I was literally like, I think I was talking to my father-in-law about it one time, and he's like, man, this stuff is so, like, what you're teaching is so cool, like, it helped me get over this. And so I literally just took what he said, and I was like, hey, I'm going to put that as a testimonial, just that quote. And he's like, oh, that's cool. So I literally just put like a picture like that I found off of Facebook that's like, obviously that's open, whatever, threw it on there and kind of put like a quotes in there, like, this was amazing, it helped me change my perspective or whatever, like, it helped me realize how awesome this system really is, blah blah blah. So you can add that right in there. What's cool about this, guys, is like Steve's already done a lot of like don't add a whole new element in here. Like, he's already done a lot of like making this look super sweet. Like, he's edited the actual text part of this a bit. Like, if you come in here at advanced, like, he's changed the line height, capitalized letter spacing. So this stuff's like already kind of made to look cool. Just so you guys know, like, just think of it that way, so you have it in there. Okay. The phone number to call, skip the line. So I don't remember what this video was. I think it was Don again. Oh, it was his origin story. Okay, so that video that I recorded earlier, that was like this one right here, essentially it was like a short version of my origin story with MLM. Like, guys, just how did you originally get started in MLM? And like, why did that suck compared to like what you guys are now being taught? Like, what the things are that you now are seeing. So literally just take your phone out like it did, record that video of, hey guys, here's how I got started. This is kind of where it was. This is like the walls I hit, the things that I had. As long as it pertains to you coming back around and finding, you know, the golden funnel or the golden thing, egg, whatever it may be. Like, just record it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Seriously, it's like, I'll tell you the best hack to this. Literally watch his video and write out like, oh, he's kind of talking about this. Okay, he's talking about this. And then like kind of think through like what like how did he structure that, and just kind of follow that pattern and do the same thing, but do it in your own voice. Like, do it with your own story. Hopefully that makes sense. So totally, guys, take that out, do that. Follow his stuff if you really want to, or if you're like, hey, I know my origin story, I know the story that I tell people of how I originally got started in it and where I'm at now, and like the epiphanies that I had along the way that got me to where I'm at now. So I can just tell that. So pull out your phone, tell it, and just like I did, upload it to YouTube, throw it on there. You're done. So you can change that out. So I'm literally, actually, like right now, just so that I have it done, I'm just going to throw this in there. And now I've got my video in there. And I can even adjust a little bit and be like, yeah, like next to me is the application form. Go ahead and just fill that out. And honestly, if you guys want to walk them through the application a bit, it helps a ton too. People like to, it's super interesting. Man, there's so many stats out there. Someone literally recorded them filling out the order form on one of their funnels and put it next to the order form. Hey, you're just going to put your name in here. This is your phone number. You know, this is your address. Just whatever address is tied to your card or wherever you want it shipped. And then if it's different, you know, click on the billing. And he just walked him through it, and his conversions went up because he just helped people go through it. So super easy if you want to add that to it. Kind of give them a little more there. Okay, so now there's a custom JavaScript place right here. I started working on, I'm going to get rid of that. I started working on actually a form. So let's see here. I'm going to go to Google Forms. Yeah, I started working on this form. Literally, I'm gonna model Steve's questions just verbatim. Let me pull them up over here on this. Jesse, hey dude, I'm glad. No problem. You said thanks for doing this, and like, yeah, I'm glad to help, man. Yeah, you guys can totally go through the replays and stuff on this too. So if you guys seriously got any more questions, just let me know. Like, yeah, I'm totally here to help. Glad you guys are. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job walking you through it. So, cool. Now, I'm going to pull this up on my other screen. Oh yeah, I had the form started there. It's the same one. Okay. I'm going to pull up. I don't know if I had. No, okay, let's go back here. I thought I had it pulled up, but I guess I didn't. I'm going to pull up Steve's form over here. Just so I can look at it, see the questions, and then I'll be going through them on here on this live so you guys can see it all. Let me find it. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So he uses a program called Woofoo. You can just find it online, woofoo.com. I think it's like $20 a month. You can use that. But I'm going to show you how to do it through forms just because I've had that question before. And why not do it through a form too if that's like works for you. So I'm going to show you how to do it just here on a form. Yeah, there we go. Apply to join my downline, or apply to join below. So this is free. You don't have to pay for forms at all. This is like an easy way. It doesn't look as good, I will say. You kind of got to play with it a little bit, but it's free. So whatever you want. If you want Woofoo, I think Dan's got to correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. I'm throwing your name out there like crazy, but I think Dan's got a training on that too. Or honestly, just go Google it. Woofoo's super easy. I think forms might even be a little easier to do and put together. So, okay. So literally, I just named the form, apply to join below. To join my downline, 1, fill out the application below. 2, watch your phone because we'll call you. Now, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. I'm not calling people myself. Like, it's very rare that I call somebody. So literally what I do is when I get an application, I give it to somebody that's in my team below me, and they talk to them, and they close the lead. So if you guys are like, I don't have time to talk to people on the phone all day, that's totally fine. Find somebody in your team that wants to, or who wants to grow their downline, and you can feed them your leads. And then you're making your commissions off of them. Like, you're not going to make as much as signing up yourself, maybe, but you're also not having to spend the time to manage all those people, if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so I'll show you. Essentially, if you want to add something, you just go over here, click add question, and it's like, hey, literally, like, you just, oh, that's not it. Did not copy. So it's literally like, oh, what's your name? So you can just add it in there. You can change it right here. Paragraph, multiple choice. You've got all these options. Now, I'm going to build this out. I've already got some of them in here, just a few. Let's see. Let's go through. Okay, email. So this question number 1 that Steve has is, how did you hear about me? Or you can say Colton Woods and his downline. And then click on the option 1. You can say he's got another program. I'm going to say like podcast. And what's really cool about this too is because just the fact that you're why is it not letting me? Oh, that's weird. Oh, there's another option. Okay. Just the fact that you're saying like Facebook group, like just the fact that you're saying these things is like, holy cow, they do like all these things. That's kind of cool, you know, like these guys, like he's doing stuff. Like, I mean, he's got a podcast, like he's on the Facebook group, you know, just like YouTube channel. Add whatever you need in there that you think is cool, or like where, you know, you're providing value, you know. Cool. Let's do even if you're not running ads, like you're just like, maybe you will in the future, just throw it on there, and then they're like, oh wow, this is crazy. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna add a phone number. So let's make that a short answer. Let's say phone number. Is this like, am I taking too much time on this, guys, or do you like me seeing me go through this? Let me know. I'm gonna make it required, and then it's a short answer text. They just put their phone number in there, and you can. I thought you could. I guess you can't. I thought you could edit that spot in there, but maybe not. Huh. Then I'm going to add one more right here. I'm not adding every question that he's got. I'm just adding the ones that I like too, you know. So let's see here. If you are currently part which one is it? And then you give like an excuse to ask that, like you say for compliance reasons. Cool. And let's make that just a short answer so they don't give us a ton of stuff. Okay, now I added another section, and how you add sections is literally right here. Just click that, and it's going to add a section. Added too many, so I'm going to delete that section. Let's say this section, apply to join below. So the way Steve's got it kind of laid out is he names this one, who am I talking to or with? And then the second section is, what's your situation? I'm going to say, what's your current situation? And then this last section is, what are your goals? So those are my sections right there. Kind of see how I'm taking it out. The form is called how to apply to join below, and then here's the sections that go through. So I'm going to add in here. Let me just take that. I'm going to add this up here. Let me see what. Okay, so what's your current situation? I'm going to do a multiple choice. How much monthly gross? I like to capitalize all the first letters. I don't know why. I think it looks better. Let's write that right. Your gross revenue is your business currently and then multiple choice. Let's do no sales. Startup. Less than. Let's see here. 2,000. And then let's do 2,000 to 10,000. Let's add that right. And then, yeah, so this is, I'm literally kind of modeling. This isn't word for word what Steve's got, but like, it's pretty dang similar. And you can add whatever spins you need to it. You guys do not need to make it the same. Like, seriously, if you guys are like, oh, I really don't like asking that, that's totally fine. Don't ask it. Like, you're good. Yeah, so there's that question. And then let's add another question. What is your... I'm going to ask it a little bit different. What is the biggest So what is the biggest problem? Okay, so that's a long answer text. I want to give them a paragraph that they can write in. And then let's see here. How many MLMs? And guys, you may think that like this is a lot of questions, but you are getting some good information out of them. And yes, it's a lot of questions, but honestly, do you want somebody that's not willing to answer a few questions? Like, that's kind of the way we look at it is like, if they're not willing to go through the order, like go through here and like answer a few simple questions, then how much like are they gonna like do very much when you get them in your team? You know what I mean? Like, so just think about that. 3 or more. So let's do 2 others, 1 other, or brand new. Let's do never joined one before. Cool. So guys, I don't want to copy his questions word for word because it's like, I don't know, that's weird. Like, I don't mind so much, but if you guys like certain formats a little different, like definitely make it look your style, if that makes sense. How many people have you recruited? So let's do that. So let's do none yet. So that kind of also is like, oh, I'm brand new, but I'm planning on recruiting some. If that makes sense. 1150, 51 to 200. And then this also kind of breaks some beliefs too of like, wow, people have actually recruited that many. Like, it's not like 1 to 10 and then 10 plus. You know what I mean? Which is kind of cool. This definitely happens this way. Cool. I'm gonna make all these required. Just go here, hit that. I want to make sure they're answering things. That makes sense. Required. just, yeah, kind of go through, make sure it all looks right. Oh, this is my favorite question he asks. If accepted, what is your marketing plan to sell a product and recruit? Let's do that. That's sweet. Like, oh man, I love that question. You get some good stuff on that one, which is cool. So let's see here. So now I'm going to move on to section 3. I need to check out your guys' comments. Let's see where we at. Watching you type is entertaining. I'm not the fastest typer, but yeah, definitely make some mistakes there. I used to be really bad at typing. I'm getting a little better as I go. Cool. Just make sure you guys are good. So, what are your goals? Now let's add in this. Okay, this is cool because it also helps them think through like what they're actually going to do. 3-month and 3-year goal. So let's do a long answer on that. This, oh man, okay. This one I might have to see if I can change a little bit. So working with, man, I almost copied his name in there. That's pretty bad. So working with Colton Woods and his downline is by application only. Oh yeah, here we go. And there are, and let me see, and there is usually a wait list or waiting list. This is pretty cool because honestly, like, yeah, we get tons of applications. So I mean, if you want to word this different, if you're like, well, I don't really have too many people on my waiting list, like that's totally fine. Like this is by application only. And you know what? I'm actually just gonna take that out so you can see that what I'm doing here. So what Steve's question is working with Steve Larsen, his downline is by application only, and there usually is a waiting list. Please describe why you'd be a great fit. So instead of saying, and there usually is a waiting list, because I don't want to feel like I'm lying to him, you know. So I'm gonna say working with Colton Woods and his downline is by application only. Please, I'm gonna put a period there. Please describe why you'd be a great fit. Cool. And that's sweet because now I'm going to get a little bit more info out of them where I'm like, okay, like, yes, I see where this is where they're coming from. I really like this. And then, you know, a little bit more. And guys, yes, there are people that go through this and they put in some just crappy answers and we're like, no, we don't want you on our team. Like, I know that sounds bad, but you got to weed out some of the people that you're just too not like you see some answers and you're like, oh man, I don't know about that. So if you are like that and you want to be a little more stingy, totally use these questions and actually look at them and see what they're saying. All right. So, this one's cool. What are you most looking forward to? I asked in a little bit of a different context, but that's essentially it. Option 1, so selling the product. The auto recruiting system. Let's see, you're growing a successful team. If I can work on this right. And then other. Cool. So that one's done. I'm making all these required because I want to see their stuff. I want to see what they're going to say. When are, yeah, this one's awesome. So when are you planning on taking action? That's a good one. Let's think about that. Like, if it's so funny to me, like, let's make it good. There we go. Okay, right now, soon. So this also tells us, like, oh, they're not too serious. And then it also kind of helps them realize, oh man, if I put someday, I don't know if I'm going to be accepted. So, like, I should probably work on this now. So it almost kind of like presets the expectation that you guys have for them. Because if I'm like soon, maybe in a couple days, or like someday, or not really sure, then that's like, you really don't, like, you don't want you don't really want that kind of person, you know. But then it also makes them think in their head, like, crap, obviously right now is the answer, you know, like this one's huge and like it kind of sticks out. So like, if I don't want that now and I'm looking at pushing this on someday, like, it makes you kind of think like, oh man, am I not going to be good enough for this? So I'm going to put it right now and actually like hold to it. So it kind of gives that predisposition of wanting to do or needing to do more right from the get-go. Hopefully that kind of helps a little bit why we have some of these questions in there. This one is really funny to me. Fill in the blank. And then we go I am, and we put it in there. Let's do multiple choice. An excuse maker. Who looks, this is so funny. Looks for opportunity, but then finds reasons not to take advantage of them. I totally butchered that one. Who looks for opportunity, but then finds reasons not to take advantage. I'm going to change the typing a little bit. Let's make this like bold so they understand what is going there. You would not believe how many people put like leave that checked, and I'm like, really? Like, I don't see you being an excuse maker based on this question up here, like why you'd be a good fit and what your goals are. Like, that's weird. Like, so it just surprises me how many people actually like leave that checked. But we do that too, so they're like, okay, this is also pre-framing them. Like, okay, well, obviously he doesn't want procrastinators, you know? If I can write that. I'm going to write this a little different. Who sees the value, but never pulls the trigger. Oh, that's so That's kind of spicy right there. And then this is obviously the one we want them to say. I wonder if I can share this form with you guys. That way you can like just kind of use this and adjust it as you need. An action taker who sees the opportunity and moves quickly, moves forward. That's awesome. I'm not going to have the other option in there. Make that required. Okay, so that literally ends the form. Cool stuff. Okay, so that's it's like done. And what's cool is you can, on this same spot, you can come here and you'll see responses. And then you can actually create a spreadsheet. So literally I just click this and it's like, oh, create a new spreadsheet. Okay, yeah, I want to create that. Now I literally have a spreadsheet made that's got all of this stuff in there. Tells me even the time that when they came through. So here's all the questions. Timestamp. What's your name? Good to meet you. Email. How did you hear about downline? So literally all this stuff's in here, and now it's just gonna fill this out for me. It's gonna start filling out the names, and now I have literally somewhere where I can go to see all of the applications right there. It was really cool is if you know Zapier. If you guys have seen Zapier, shows you how much I actually use Chrome. I don't have any of these URLs in here. So you can connect all of these different things. Or you can connect so many crazy things. So you can actually have a Google Sheet connect. Or even, I have this one set up to where for some people or for some other clients, like when somebody opts into a certain form on ClickFunnels, it'll zap an email to the email that they want to get notified at, and also zap over to their Slack, say, hey, somebody just filled out your form. So they get the Slack notification, hey, you got a form filled out, here it is. And then they're like, okay, cool, let me go to the email, and the email has all of the information in it. So literally I just see it all right there, which is super cool. Like Zapier, like, oh, this tool is ridiculously powerful. We use it like crazy. Just saying. So I've got my questions here. It's hooked up to this spreadsheet now. I can bookmark that spreadsheet wherever I need it to be, and I'm good to go there. So here's it all. Now, how do I add it into there? So you're going to literally click send, and then you're going to hit these bars right here. You're going to grab this, and I think that I found out that the width, was 425 or something worked out good. I don't know. And then I think like 6. Let's do like 700. Let's see how it looks, and I'll show you a little bit of what that's doing here in a sec. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to come over here to the fill out the application below. I'm going to click on the JavaScript, open the code. I'm literally going to paste that in there. Save it. Now check this out. So I'm going to hit preview. I'm gonna get rid of that. Hold on. So here's my video, got it all in here, and then here's my form. And you can see, you can just scroll through, and then once you fill out all this stuff, and you hit next, it's gonna go to the second page right here, or this section right there. Now, here's a kicker. If you do a Google form, the only problem with it is Google Forms do not have an automatic redirect that you can put in. So you can't add the link to the next page in there so that when they finish it, it gets sent over. So I actually copied, let me pull it in here. Dan Havey created some code. I think I have it in this one. Just pulling it up in this other spot over here. I don't know if I copied it over correctly or not, but I think it's pretty close. Dan Havey's got this code, you plop this in here. Underneath it, literally this code right here, which I'll see if I can make it available wherever. Here, let me actually just put it in the comments too. If that's cool, Dan, which I think you said it was. I don't know. All right, whatever. Let's see here. Pull that up. Not seeing. You guys still with me? And I got a few people in here. I'm surprised you guys are still hanging out with me. That's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna plop this code in here so you guys can see it. Literally threw that in there, and I'll go. I threw it in the comments, but if this is in a members area where it's at, I'll make sure I post it somewhere too. So this part right here you may have to change, and you can see that there's some text right here. Replace with number of pages in survey. So the reason that is there is because I have 3 different sections in my survey. So you can see section 3 of 3. If you have only one section, you're going to want to come over to that page and put 1 in here. Just change that number to 1. That's gonna make it so that essentially when they're done and they hit like submit or whatever, it's gonna load the next page, or it's gonna load the page after that. But you're gonna need to put the page link in there for the next page right here, and I'll show you. So if you go to ClickFunnels, so they're applying on this page, and then the broadcast is here. So I'm gonna copy that. This is the next page they're going to. So here's the link. So I'm literally just gonna copy this. Also put a link in the next page on line 8. Ooh, Dan, I'm so glad you're on here, man. So yeah, that's right. That cool, Dan? Is that right? Look good? So that's gonna have it go there. Then you just hit save. So hopefully I typed it wrong or right. And if I typed it wrong, I'll get the right code from Dan and throw it in there. But let's actually preview it. I'm just gonna whatever. See if it lets me go. Okay, so there. Just gonna like throw this stuff in here. Let's see how it works. Hey, after iframe, put on line 1, put an ID equals redirect. That's right, Dan. Thank you. Okay. I'm so glad he's on here. Dan is the man. Okay. So after iframe on line 1, put in ID equals redirect right there. Cool. So you guys see that? So I added that part there. And then this is, yeah, all in here. I think that's right. We'll see. So I'm going to save that. Now I got to redo all that. All right, let's try it out. With my luck, it's not going to work. So we'll see. Okay. Bear with me for just a sec because I just feel like I should have made it so long. So they're submitting. Who am I talking to? Your response has been recorded. Oh, that's right. I need to put that in the back just in case it doesn't work, because obviously it's not working right now. And I wonder if that's because I'm not actually on. Oh, here, I think I know. Oh, let me check it. Thank you, man, Dan. Okay. So I spelled it wrong. Let's do it one more time. Okay. Let me save it again just for good measure. Preview it. Getting faster at this. Cool. And then I'm going to show you also, you gotta find where, oh, look at that. Look at that. Dan, you are the freaking man. All right, so now that's how you put a form in there, and that's how it's going to work. It's going to automatically redirect to this page or the next page, and I just put the link in there. So if you guys want to see that code one more time, let me just do one recap on it. So for the iframe that you put in from Google, this is essentially straight from Google except for this part right here. So I added that to it, and then I added Dan's script right here below it, and that's how it's going to make it so that when you submit, it's going to automatically redirect. So thank you, Dan. That is awesome right there. Cool stuff. Okay. So now that that's done, you guys can totally use a Google form now, and then it's going to automatically, look at that. See, I've already got 2 responses in here from it. Tracked all that information. We are good to go. You guys like that? Make sense? Good? Cool. Ta-da! All right. So now let's go to, I think get rid of that page. Okay, so this is the next page right here. Okay, so what MLM are you in? And then this is where Steve does his presentation. I mean, if you guys, I don't want to say you can use this video just because I don't want to say it's wrong, but if you're like, I absolutely have to use that video, or you're like, I'm not going to listen to you and use a different video, then I highly suggest you say something like, here is a video from Steve where he talks about the MLM we are in. Cool. Does that make sense? I'm going to do capitalize on there. And since this kind of makes it congruent too, totally going to do another one of those. I'm actually going to cinch this up a little bit so that it's like right on it. Give this a little bit. I don't know, just trying to make it look a little bit better. You guys don't need to do a ton on it. If you're like, I don't know how to do that, that's fine. I mean, obviously I just kind of showed you so you can kind of look at that, but I'm going to prove it with, and I'm going to say, I think that's fine. Steve Larsen and a bunch of other internet marketing killers. I'll make this kind of fun. Killers. All right, we've been authorized to do things online that no other MLM is okay with. That's a little spicy. Yeah. I'm gonna make this so it's not so definitive. I'm gonna say practically no other MLM is okay with. Just so that it's like, oh man, like this is crazy stuff, like it's so good. And then I'm gonna add in my number here. We often receive, okay, so this, you're gonna want to change this a little bit. I don't know, even if you just say tons. We often receive tons of applications per month, and and we contact them in the order they come. But if you're like me at all and you're impatient, know that this is something that must happen. You can skip the line of the applications in front of you and just call us now. A lot of times what we do is we actually just put the number of our, like, whoever we have contacting these people in our downline right there. So they get the call, and then they can just talk to them right there, and people are contacting them. That is like the best lead you could ever get right there. All right, I'll give you a chance to skip the stack of applicants ahead of you because you're taking the time to go through this course. I'm gonna say application right here. So you have the chance to join my downline right now. I just ask that you help us find you in our stack of applications by calling us now. This is not a normal MLM, and we are not a normal team. I love that. So good. Not convinced yet? And then here's again your stuff. If you don't have those yet, just simply go in here and then hit hide, cover that up, or switch them out. Even if you're like, oh, I have 3. That's cool. Just get rid of that row. Now you got 3 in there. Totally fine. Like, you guys don't need to go crazy on it. So let's see here. Oh, and then here's the JavaScript, or this one was Steve's right here. So I'm gonna go back to the original page here. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna copy that. Go here, paste that in there, and then come here. And then I'm gonna come here. So I'm just copying this over because I've already done it once. I now know where it's at. And we are good to go. So I'm going to save that there. And then for the footer, honestly, guys, like, just say, like, I mean, if you don't have like a footer 100% take it, like, put out or put together, all you really, I mean, just say, like, let's just do lazy. And then if you're like, okay, well, I need some like links in here for terms and conditions. Like, literally, I'm gonna look up basic. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm not telling you that this will work for you. I'm just gonna make sure I have all kinds of legal crap right there. I'm just saying, if you don't have a ton of people coming, this may work for you just to get started, and then you can hire somebody or do whatever after that. So basic terms and conditions, and see if you can find like sample terms and like literally pull this out and then kind of get an idea and like create your own, whatever it may be. And then you can add some stuff in there. Literally all you got to do is and what's cool about this, so you'll say terms, and then all you do is highlight this, click this link button, get rid of that, and you can put in, like, let's say how to join my downline.com, and then /terms. So now that, and you can change the color right here, which I'm so glad they added this custom color widget now. I'm just going to make it a little bit of a darker, not full dark. Let's make it that. It used to be a little more harder than that. And then say policy or terms and conditions. Yeah, whatever you may need. If you got like some policy or whatever, you can definitely, let's see, I think, let me go over here since I've got it over here. I'm going to grab just an example for you guys. Yeah, it's privacy. It's like you can even look at other ones that are done. So like here's honestly an old privacy one from like Steve stuff. It's like, oh, privacy policy. This is it. It's kind of what it looks like. So you're just going to link to whatever your page is, privacy page or whatever. Does that make sense? Like, it's not huge. It's not crazy, guys. Like, you don't need to make this huge footer. I will suggest though, like if you go to Steve J. Larsen, I don't ever use, it's kind of funny, I hardly ever use Chrome, but I kind of have to for some of this stuff. So I have like none of the links saved in there, but actually let's go to I wonder if capitalism, got it. So you see, like, here's Steve's footer. It's huge, but he's got a ton of stuff. But if you wanted to create something sort of like this, that's just a miniature version. I mean, it's like a simple kind of quick 2-paragraph origin story. This is like what he does. Join me on my journey to whatever this, watch the journey here, like little logo there. Like, you don't need all of this. But this is a great template to look at. I will say that if you're going to do a footer, this is awesome because people may see this. Honestly, like on a when you're having them go through the funnel, you don't want a huge footer that's going to take them away from the page. But at the end of it, when you're like, hey, here's my your application is received. Here's like kind of the final page, whatever. If you want to put that huge footer down here, totally. Because then they're done, and then they're like, oh, I see some other stuff. Let me go check that out. But you don't want to distract from them while they're going through the application. Like, you don't want this huge footer down there, if that makes sense. It's totally that way. And then honestly, like, guys, like, just if you wanted to connect your domain, I think Dan's got some of that, but I'll show you where at and just in settings. You come here in settings, and it's literally you just pick your domain. Like if I did lazyketobros.com, and then you go down here, just hit save. Save and update settings. Like now it's there, you can see. And you can, if you're like really want to, I forget you can change this, you can edit it. I forget the right steps though to take to make it so it doesn't add a bunch of crap on there. You can Google that, so like, how to change URL in ClickFunnels. There's a better way to say that, but yeah, so URL funnel step in ClickFunnels. It's going to take you through right here and show you exactly how to do it. Change funnel URL, ClickFunnels. Here's a video how to do that. Done. Good to go. So that's kind of like, it's kind of a good overview there. You can add in some more things through the settings here, but really honestly, there's not a whole lot more that you need. If you guys have a little favicon, which is like, he's got the capitalist pig up here, which is super awesome. Literally, I mean, I think the way that I've always done it in the past, even, you can do it a few different ways, but essentially you just need a link. If you go to like, I mean, even here's a quick way to do it. If you go here and you upload whatever you want as the favicon, so like you click on one of those, you just pull it in here. I'm gonna make this the favicon just for kicks and giggles. Copy this link right here, and then go into here and literally just paste that in there, and that's gonna update the favicon there. And then if you've got obviously Google tracking, if you've got like a Google AdWords account, you can put the tracking codes in here. You can also add them into the actual funnel by going through settings, putting tracking codes right in here, that kind of stuff. So yeah, Is that cool? I wonder if that's an old tracking code. Let me get rid of that. Actually, make sure they're both gone. Cool. And if you want to integrate your email, you can do it right through here. Honestly, guys, if you're like, how do I do this certain thing? Just Google it. You'll be able to find it in the ClickFunnels docs. It's pretty cool. So this is where we're at. I don't know. What do you guys think? Look good? Kind of cool? Got some stuff in here. And look, it already updated the favicon up there. We're good to go. That's working there. Sweet. Let me come back over here. Sweet stuff, guys. I know that's a ton. Let me make sure. Let me see what other questions, if I didn't miss any. Dan says I have a training on creating clean paths. Oh yes, because there's 3 like different spots where you update it and you have to do. I've done it a million times, but I always forget like which one you do first. It's super weird, but he's totally got that. You can go Dan Havey's trainings. Oh, you know what? I want to show you that. I'll show you a little bit inside of his members area. What's up, CJ? Glad you could join us at the end. Grant said, Colton, thank you so much for all the info. It has helped. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're on here. Thanks for sticking it through. Rick, way to go. Appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you being on here. And actually, like, if I was on here by myself with nobody else, it'd be hard for me to like, oh man, did I just waste that much time? You know, so it makes me feel like I didn't waste that time that you guys were on here and stayed with it. So Jesse, #value. Thanks, man. Glad we could totally go through it. Let me, I'm going to share my screen one more time. Let's see here. Okay. So you can see, man, that is a great, my eyes look like, man, a little red there. Anyway, that's what I was going to show you over here. So here is literally like, just to give you an idea of what Dan's got in here. I'm not affiliated with his stuff. I'm not making any money from this. I literally just, like, if you guys have some questions, like, he's a sweet CSS dude. Like, you can get a lot from him. He's in the team, which is cool too. So he's down to help. He's in the group. He's helping out a ton up there too. So definitely want to give out, a little bit of a shout out for him because he's always there to help our team. So Hacks 101, your ClickFunnels blueprint, like there's some crazy stuff in here. If you're looking more like funnel editor trainings, like building the actual funnel, so this is actually cool. There's a lot of auto recruiting. This is like the funnel that I just took you through. He takes you through a lot of different things in here too. So like Woohoo and Google Forms applications, that's in there too. Yeah, Dan said neither of us are making money from it. We're literally just providing a crazy ton of, like a crazy amount of value to you guys right here. So go check it out if you guys got questions there too. Like definitely can help there. Hopefully that helps a bit. Let's see here. Let me see if I can go back live. Guys, 2 hours and 50 minutes. I was thinking I'd take like 2 hours. Cool. So, obviously, if you got more questions as you got to go through this, or if you're on the replay, go ahead and post them in here too. Check it out. Shout out to Dan for all the tips and tricks. Yeah, seriously. I was not expecting Dan to be on this live with me, with you guys. So I'm glad he was, because he definitely helped me make sure that code was right for you guys. Anyway, if you got more questions, seriously, throw them in here. Y'all are freaking awesome. And yeah, go crush it. Hopefully this helped you. I hope you like follow along with this and like actually get your recruiting funnel kind of going. I'm excited. We got some sweet stuff for actually submitting your funnels too. Prove It is finally like, anyway, they're on us like crazy right now. So we've got some stuff coming up, which is pretty cool, and making it super easy for you guys just to crush it in here, and make it as easy as possible for submitting your funnels and things too, so that compliance can get it through quick, and we're getting everybody done. But man, I tell you what, the challenge funnel coming up is so epic, because you won't even have to. I mean, you'll build it'll be so quick. All you need is a bridge page, and it's gonna be amazing. If someone wants to see, so Dan Havey said, if someone wants to see the auto recruiting stuff and see if Ninja hacks, they can opt in at autorecruitingfunnels.com. Dude, that's an awesome domain. Love it. I'll post back to this video with my launch. Dude, please do, Rick. I love it. I want to see it. We can all check it out and give you feedback and stuff too. So thank you all. I'm gonna jump off now. Y'all have a good Friday. Thanks for killing it, and we'll talk to you later.